let's discuss the concept of fiat currency and just the issue with in general. So fiat currency is a type of currency, like for example the US dollar and most currencies around the world, that are not actually pegged to anything physical, like gold, right? So what's the benefit, the issue? The benefit is obviously if you have no restrictions, you can have an unlimited amount of currency floating around, right? So what's the issue with it? No matter how smart you have in the folks that are central bankers, no matter how smart they are, it's very difficult to resist political urges of them constantly keeping the economy booming, right? So when the economy's pegged to gold like it was pre-Nixon taking us off the gold standard, we knew that, hey, you can only have a certain amount of dollars in circulation, and it's going to have a pretty stable value, which benefits people if they want to save money, right? Now, all of a sudden, when you have the currency not pegged to anything, you could print an unlimited amount, which causes the growth of assets and people who borrow a lot of money and spend a lot of money to really take advantage of that. But it really kind of disincentivizes saving in a way, because the whole point of the system is that, hey, like instead of saving money, you're better off spending it because you know it's going to lose value. So you're better off either spending or investing it, which creates problems, and it actually relies on technological growth in order for people to have a higher standard of living, because they're not going to really benefit by saving. So it really benefits individuals that borrow a lot of money and use a lot of borrowing to invest, which can also create more bubbles, because now you're just, if you know you can borrow at a low rate and make a higher rate, you're just going to do that play all ad nauseum, right? Until all of a sudden assets become overinflated and they're forced to come down. So that's kind of the issue. The benefit is, again, you can inflate the balloon as much as you want, but the problem is what happens when it pops. Versus if you have a balloon that's fixed to a set value, there's less machinations and room to take advantage of it. So again, on one hand, it kind of makes it simpler, but then it also, at the same time, you think about it, it creates less jobs because, now you have the people who need to actually decide how much money is in the economy. If it's pegged to a set resource, it's a fixed amount, so it's much easier to do. So as much as, there could be advantages to pegging it to a set commodity like a gold or oil or anything, when you, I think the incentives are so difficult to pass up to create this fiat type currency. So I almost think it's inevitable, even though it's kind of problematic. It's just one of those things. It's almost like the concept of entropy, that things tend to go towards disarray. So hope this was knowledgeable and helpful. Please like and subscribe and listen for more. Thanks.